So he's gonna have a half circle head and come down with two lines like this. I left some little gap for the ear, and they're gonna meet down at the bottom with a slight curve for his chin and his jawline. Okay. Now let's put in his ear, and it's really just roughly from here to here, right? Roughly like 1/3 of the entire head in distance. Just something like this. And then a line here and something like that. Same thing with this side. Try to make the whole thing symmetrical if you can. Fairly symmetrical. And because I want to be able to shade this a little bit, we're gonna create a little bit of interesting some lighting effect. So I'll draw a little circle, little square shape here. Not square, like a trapezoid shape. Let's put the eyes down now. The eyes. This joint's focused mostly on the head, as you can tell. So no eyebrows, because this is an alien. So we're gonna come down like this. Two eyes should be pretty symmetrical, so I'm gonna put some dots on. And then draw a line that connects these two dots. And then from here, just draw half of a circle. Maybe slightly less than half. And from here, do the same thing. And of course, I'm gonna go over the drawing after I'm done with it to emphasize the lines that we want to keep. Right now, I kind of want to just to see if we're on the right track. Maybe one of the highlights is here, and we want to draw a shape like that. This eye similar, a circle like that inside, and maybe he's looking a little bit up, maybe, or maybe he's looking at you. It's hard to say. It could be just a reflection. It's a reflection spot. So once you color it in, fill it in, it's hard to say what he's looking at. Probably like, I'm trying to make it so that he's looking straight at you. Here I'm drawing two lines here, and actually like some of the line here I'm going to use it to go over with a marker. Some of the lines are there just to help me to see the boundaries of the shading that I'm going to do. You'll see what I mean in a few seconds. And mouse is just a line, two things comes down, and a little bit of circle there for shading. Okay, neck. Superhero types, or they generally have very thick necks. Well, he's not a superhero, but you know those kind of art. They tend to exaggerate certain features. So the body, the neck, it's always fairly large compared to the head. I'll draw just a little bit of his body. His shoulder, muscles, and yeah. Maybe there's a shadow come down here. And here I'm kind of just drawing the outline of the shadows. Dark shadows that I kind of want to fill in. And it's not going to be a gradient shadow, just going to be very like cartoon anime like. Alright, that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good so far, and I'm going to add a few more lines here to show, just to make sure that I know where the shadows are. So shadow might come down here. Pretty soon this whole drawing is going to come together. And see, like that. Alright, now we're going to grab our marker and start to emphasize the lines that we want to keep. And now we can make things neat, make the lines straight. And just kind of go over. And of course, you know, if you're a Dragon Ball fan and if you want to see some other characters, let me know in the comments, and I'll do that. And I also have a lot of other videos in my channel that shows you how to draw not just the characters but also animals and so on and so forth. All of them step by step. So, and all of them are made so that designed so that you can just easily follow it and be able to do it, even if you don't have too much drawing experience. Okay, so now basically any line that's super dark, I'm using the marker to establish. And any line that's not as dark, so secondary darkness, I'm probably just going to color in with a pencil. Make sure the two eyes are roughly same size. That's important pretty much on when you draw anything. Okay, I think that's all the super heavy lines that we need for now. It's time to fill in the eyes. Pitch black, this part. Same with this part. Let's see what if anywhere else I require pretty dark color. Maybe not quite as dark as this. I think I can retire the marker for now. So everything else for the rest of the drawing, I'm gonna stick with my pencil. Okay. First I'm gonna fill this part of the eye with shading, but not quite as dark as the inside of part, of course. And don't forget to always leave that reflection, this part reflection circle, but it's not, it's like half a circle. Always want to leave that part white. And now you see all the little lines that I drew. Let me check, make sure you guys can see that. Yeah, now you see all the little lines that I drew. I'm gonna use a pencil to color in the shadows. They're like the shadows. I think Jiren is a little bit, maybe a little bit purple. I'm not sure if that's just me, but if you have a slightly purple pencil, you can use that too. This whole part here, I'm going to shade in, except that part on the ear. That shape, that's the part I'm not going to do anything. So I might shade it with a with a tone that's slightly lighter than I here. But you can still see it pretty, you know. Definitely a shadow there. And notice that I'm not really focusing on creating any gradient. I'm just kind of trying to create like one tone within the area. Okay, this neck here. I think I'll bring my pen back just now that I'm looking at it. It's should finish outside of the neck, right? And the shoulder. Okay. Alright, what else? We're gonna color this part in. So the light is obviously coming from this way. This end. So we're gonna color this part here dark. His entire uniform is actually pitch black, but some part of it is gonna hit by the light, some part is not. So there's gonna be two different values. That's why I did all this weird shape here. The color that's inside the shape is gonna be super dark. So I'm gonna use full pressure of my pencil. If you have something that you can put the shading easier, go for it. So full pressure. And of course, I'm trying to do this pretty fast. You can take your time. I think this part, I could probably use just a black marker. It probably works too. But that'd be a lot of ink. Just sharpen the pencil again. Alright, I think you have the idea. I'm not gonna, color make sure every little detail is perfect. As long as you have the idea. And then for the rest of the suit, you still want to color it in black, but it won't be as dark as this. So maybe not full pressure. So something like. Because those are like what hits the light hits it. So try to make it fairly even. If it's not, it's not a big deal. But there shouldn't be any too obvious of gradient going on. And his head is white. And of course, you can, if you want, you can make the background a little bit darker to contrast, with his head. This would be like on a black piece of paper. But in terms of structure, in terms of shading, this is how you can draw an alien, or aka Jiren from Dragon Ball Super. And if you see that if I draw a line down the middle, that is pretty symmetrical, left side and right side. So yeah, so that's how you draw Jiren. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because there's a lot more videos coming. Anything else you want to see, just let me know. Okay, any questions, just leave me a comment. And sign your join as always, the habit we do here. So Mr. X, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.